everybody. I'm so glad you joined us here for some What's Cooking in the Kitchen with my favorite.
Hey, Barbara.
John Rivers, Four Rivers Smokehouse and the Coop. And we have a wonderful guest here with us today as well. Jenny Deutsch.
Jenny Deutsch is our general manager of the Sweet Shop.
Wonderful.
So all the goodies that you taste when you go to any of our locations, she is back in the house making those and slaving away and making them absolutely beautiful.
Wonderful. Well, welcome. We're glad to have you here with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
You are welcome. So what I know that is I look at these two beautiful things, I would think coming from the Sweet Shop, these are cakes. But somebody has put a little bug in my ear saying, no, these are not cakes.
These are not cakes, and actually you will soon see why I had to bring in the expert today to put these together. This is actually an incredibly neat creation. These are pancakes. They are 3 pancakes stacked up inside of here, baked just like a normal pancake, frosted and then put together. This is a blueberry compote, and this is a praline topping, which is caramel and pecans, which I think, if I remember, somebody likes here quite a bit.
Yes, I love that. I actually love blueberry too. Blueberry, and you've brought everything that I love. Yes.
Now these are actually going to be just introduced at the Sweet Shop very shortly. So this is the first time that we're bringing it out.
So let me ask you this, Jenny, why are we doing pancakes instead of cake? Is it going to be more healthy for us, or what's the reason, or just kind of a novel idea?
It kind of started because I love pancakes.
Okay.
But it's also a really nice kind of brunch item. It's not as sweet as a cake.
Oh,
and so with the frosting is made with our bourbon maple drizzle, and that part is the sweet part, and then we have maple mousse, so it's kind of the perfect little offset.
Yeah, a nice blend.
Yes.
Okay, so if we want an alternative, and if there are diabetics out there that are watching, maybe this is a little bit better for you. What, John, you're still saying no, don't eat that if you're diabetic.
No.
Still, there's a lot of sugar in there. Well, I can't wait to taste. How do you do this? Tell us what we do.
I'll tell you what, she's going to show how to make a mousse, which is a really wonderful technique, and then put it together. And I'm going to go ahead and start working on some pancakes over here.
These are big monster pancakes.
They are just humongous pancakes.
All right, Jenny, tell us about the mousse.
Okay, so with the mousse, we're going to start with a pudding that you can make on your stovetop. And it's a fairly simple process. It doesn't really take that long, but you know, we start with the cornstarch in the middle here, and I know that a big struggle with this is that people end up with lumps.
Yes. Dumplings, I call them.
Yes. Yes. And it can be kind of frustrating to try and get out. But the way I avoid that is to add the liquid kind of slowly, and it kind of gives it doesn't give you a choice.
So is this whole milk or 2%? What kind of milk?
This is whole milk.
Okay.
We're going to start with that.
Nothing but the best here on Welcome Home, right?
We're going to get that kind of blended up.
Okay. Now, is a whisk really necessary? Because I don't know how else you would do that.
This part, it does. You can use a wooden spoon.
Okay.
I actually kind of prefer a wooden spoon because then you don't scrape up the little bits off the bottom.
Right, right.
And then this is just maple syrup.
Okay.
Which is going to actually replace the sugar.
Oh, there's not going to be any sugar in there.
Sugar.
Okay.
Well, this is the syrup.
The syrup.
It's called a different name.
Right.
And so you want to whisk it until it's pretty smooth there, and keeping it on as low heat as you can for this part.
Now, John, is that pancake going to be big enough for our cake?
Well, I think for the demonstration today.
For the demonstration cake, okay.
Yep. But normally, as you see when we're making these cakes, they're much bigger.
They're enormous.
They are.
Yes.
They are.
So you made this up, Jenny. This came from you, your idea,
all
right?
All the components came from the Coop and the Sweet Shop, and just kind of put all my favorite things together.
I love that. Well, how in the world did you ever decide to become a baker?
My mom always baked when I was younger, and my dad always cooked. And originally, I wanted to cook, and I didn't understand baking for a very long time.
It's complicated.
It's a totally different process than cooking.
Right.
And so when I made the switch from cooking, it was a process, but it relaxes me.
Okay. Well, good. Good. And something that John has taught me this is as you're making the pancakes, John, I notice you never take the spatula and mush it down, which I do with my pancakes. But why do you not do that?
Well, you want that fluff. You want it to rise.
You want it to be fluffy. Okay.
You know, and you want that air in there so that when you bite into it, it's not a hard, thick piece. And kind of like a hamburger too. You never press a hamburger down on a grill.
You have taught me well. I do know all these things, and actually, I never even cook a hamburger. My husband does that, and I have taught him not to smush the hamburger.
And from our last show, do you remember why we use butter here, not oil?
Oh, I know. I love butter. Well, number one, I love the taste. Number two, I love the color. And number three, I love the taste.
I like your thinking.
Right? Right?
That's
but
exactly it.
It adds a beautiful color, too.
It does. It gives you that nice brown crust on it.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to add some egg yolks.
Okay.
It's just going to help kind of bind it up.
Why not the egg whites?
Well, the yolks kind of bind, and the egg whites tend to dry things out.
Okay.
So if
That's smelling really good too, Jenny. I wish we had smell-o-vision for our viewers. When you put that maple syrup in there, the whole kitchen smells great now.
All right.
All right, so this is a mousse that we're making for the cake. Well, where is the mousse on the cake? Is the mousse the frosting?
It is in the middle.
Oh, it's in the middle.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm just going to cook this. I'm going to bring it up to a boil and just for a couple of minutes. Once it gets up there, it's only about a minute.
Okay, so that's it. That's your mousse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, this is going to be the pudding.
The pudding goes into
what's going to make it a mousse is we're going to take some whipped cream.
Okay.
And fold it in just so it's really light and fluffy. And
okay, so you made the whipped cream ahead of time. This is just normal whipped cream.
Yep, it's just heavy whipping cream.
Okay.
So at the end, let's fast forward now. Okay, so we've got about, let's say about a minute to show what we're going to do. Jenny, how do you do this typically? Tell us the order how does this become that?
Well, you start with the frosting on the bottom, and you want to make a border, and then fill it with the mousse.
Okay.
And then you can stack and stack, and we could do layers on up.
And then the frosting itself?
Yep, the frosting just along the outside.
It's the outside, okay. And this has to cool a little bit before you put the frosting probably?
Yeah, you don't want it too warm or it will slide right off, which is still delicious, but...
And then you can put any topping on you like.
Yep.
So at the end of the day, basically, pancake is a wonderful substitute for a cake inside of it.
Yes.
Very unique and very different. And how about we taste it?
Probably a little healthier, too, for our kids, you know. Our cameraman was actually telling me that his first birthday cake for his daughter was a pancake birthday cake.
No kidding.
Yeah, so maybe Jenny didn't do this after all. But he didn't market it. I guess he just made the mistake of not marketing it.
Which would you like to taste?
Oh, gosh, both? I don't know. Either one, both,
we cut into this beautiful
all of the
blueberry.
above. Oh, that looks wonderful.
Get you a nice piece.
I do love blueberry, and I'm sure this is much healthier than the praline, but I have to probably taste the praline, too.
We must taste both, just to compare.
Oh, yes.
Right, why don't you start on that, and I will cut the praline.
Start on it.
Let's see how pretty
I love my
is.
job, John. This is just the best
favorite
job
part.
ever, right?
It's cut.
Isn't that delicious?
Oh,
Wait till
yeah.
you taste this one.
Oh, yum.
I think you have the same affinity for caramel and pecans that I do.
I do. Just stack it right there. These are pancakes.
Make
They're
sure you
stackable.
get some of the top.
Okay.
So the question is, would you eat this for breakfast or as a dessert for lunch or dinner?
I really think this is dessert.
Dessert? Mm-hmm. Well,
I'd have a hard time eating this for breakfast.
And let's put a little syrup on it then and see if it changes.
Is this the bourbon syrup?
Unfortunately, no, it is not. But at our places, you will have our bourbon syrup.
No, a tiny bit. Oh, that's good. Jenny,
good?
Jenny, you're amazing. I don't see myself ever making this, sorry to say, but I certainly see myself going to the coop and helping myself.
Wonderful.
Well, we're happy to make it for you.
Thank you. So that's right. You all are doing catering as well, and wedding cakes and all kinds of things, right?
Yep, we branched out. We're doing wedding cakes and some really more elaborate birthday cakes and bridal showers. And
well, thank you so much for being here with us today and for helping me with my sweet tooth. Always good to see you, John Rivers. Jenny Deutsch, thank you again. God bless you. And more information on this recipe and others, you can go to our website, goodlife45.org, or our Facebook, and get all kinds of good, wonderful, healthy foods for you. Stay with us. We'll be right back.